everyone, this is Catherine from Catherine's Granny Squares. First of all, I'd like to say welcome. If you haven't watched my channel before, please subscribe. Doesn't cost anything and it boosts my morale to know that somebody out there is listening to me talk about my passion. Welcome back to all my old subscribers. You know you're very welcome. Now, it's just been the August bank holiday here in the UK, and if you follow me, you'll know that I always start a new project on the bank holiday. It's just something I've done for years, probably. So this time I started a blanket, not this one I've got in my hand. I started another one, but I wasn't feeling it. It just wasn't giving me the satisfaction I needed. So I've decided I'd just try something as myself, just the stitch as I wanted to do it. So if I felt like doing a row of trebles, I've done a row of trebles. If I felt like doing bobble stitches, I've done bobble stitches. So it'll probably be called something like the As I Like It blanket or As You Like It blanket. So you can see I'm on the row of bobble stitches here. I've done some trebles, I've done some half trebles. I did wonder, I'm using 2 strands of yarn, 2 double knit yarns together, and I started with an 8mm crochet hook. But instead of then going down to a 7, because I was actually into it, which is amazing because I wasn't getting into it, I just carried on and I thought, oh no, it's going to be a bit wonky. But when I tried it on the bed, it actually isn't amazing. Although I feel it looks it. But when you lay it out, it's not wonky. So I'm carrying on while I've got the flow. So I'm using mainly greens, but I've also put in, I will be putting in this colour, which has got green in. So you can see I'm going to pick up the green. So that'll give it a bit of zestiness with that orange. And I'm going to use, I've used this one already, which is a bit dark, but mixed with the greens, not too bad. And then I've got this one. I can't come too close, so I'm actually joined to this one. Using that at the moment. It's got lots of nice light green in, cream, blues. So that's what I started. But also, I love doing worry worms. I'm sure you've heard of worry worms. I looked at Hook by Robin. She demonstrates a pattern. It's not her pattern, it's somebody else's pattern, so please check that out. I'll put the link below if I can, but it's Hook by Robin. I'll mention it anyway. I'm not very good at links. So I've done these, but it's not the only ones I've done. I did some more, but the little grandchildren had some of them. And the eldest granddaughter, she found that she could put her little thumb through his mouth. So she was holding hers on her thumb, which was lovely. So she had a dark pink one and the smaller granddaughter had a green one. So I'm going to be making some more. I promised purples, so purple will be next. So I made those. So you all want to see the cardigan, I know for a fact. Now, I've only got 3 rows to do. I can't believe it, I know. And let me just unravel a little bit. Not unravel, just get the yarn away. I wouldn't want to unravel, goodness, no. So, I won't put it on because I've already got a cardigan on today. It's going to be warm. It's actually not too hot today, but cardigan. Hope you can see that all right. What's happened here? Has it got caught? Just one moment. Just give me a moment here. Right, so I will wear it to show you when it's finished. So you can see it's getting big. 3 rows to go. Collar at the back, which comes down the front. And these very fancy sleeves. Very fancy indeed. Now, what's interesting about that, as you know, I've all been saying I'm on my crochet journey still with garments. I've all been saying it's been a challenge. So I thought I'd just have a little look. Yeah, I've got 3 rows to do. So I looked at the pattern a little bit more, going back. It's called Off the Hook, by the way, this cardigan. And it just says about it, gutsy lace stitches form this buttonless shawl collar cardigan with sleeves. And talks about the cardigan. And then my eyes went up. Skill level, experience. I said to myself, well, it's no wonder. It's no wonder I've been finding it difficult. I wouldn't call myself an experienced garment maker. Not yet. Not by a long stretch of imagination. That's why I found it difficult. Makes me feel a lot better, to be honest with you. So that's the cardigan and the worms and the As You Like It blanket. The other thing I wanted to show you was I went to a car boot sale and there was a lady at the end giving away buttons. I got a jar of white buttons. She was just giving them away because she's going travelling. She's going to be a yoga teacher. I think they said in India. So I said every time I make something using one of these buttons, I will think of her and the conversation we had. I also got some buttons to put on a cardigan. I lost one button, so I've got some from another lady. What else have I got to say? Oh, yes. Well, two things. I'll talk to you about this first. I met this lady today on a local market, and she gave me her card, and her company's called the Woolery. I'm going to put the details in the description box. She said about emailing her and linking my channel. I said to her, I'm not very good at links, but I want to mention this lady. She's got a stall in a local market in Huntingdon, and I'm talking UK here. I didn't even know that she had this stall. She's got all these Stylecraft yarn plus other yarn, emu yarn. I thought, wonderful. I know where I'm going to be going. I'll obviously still support the other places where I buy my yarn from, but I will be checking her out for yarn. Of course, you can see it. You can see the colours. That's what I like. That was beautiful. Beautiful. Just going along, walking along, and then all this yarn. Loved it. Absolutely loved it. Did I mention the Amigurumi book? I think that's the thing I've missed out. If I've already mentioned it, just, say, oh, you heard that. So this is a book I picked up at a garden centre when I was out with my husband. It was a little store in the garden centre, mini Amigurumi animals and 26 tiny creatures to crochet. It's by Sarah ABBONDIO. Hopefully I've said that correctly. I will again mention all this in the description box. And there's a picture of all the different animals that you can make. So that's definitely for me, maybe winter projects, sitting in front of the telly. So I think that's all I wanted to say today. Hope I've covered everything. Wanted to show you the cardigan, wanted to mention the Rory worms, say about meeting the lady on the stall, and about the blanket, and I've put in the buttons, etc. as well. I did buy a crochet hook and some knitting needles from another lady another week ago at a car boot. So that's it. I can't think of anything else to tell you at the moment. As I say, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and hopefully soon I'll be able to do some demonstration videos and get that up. But in the meantime, I'm doing these little hellos from my channel, give you catch-ups on my cardigan, etc. So happy crocheting, everyone. Bye from now. This is Catherine from Catherine's Granny Squares. Bye for now.